Hello, 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 everybody. Um, Glad to see you all again via video, or you're seeing me. So, we're starting week 3, right? So I know I need to get into the discussion boards and the Google Drive folders, and I'll be doing that tonight. So I'm going to work through that over the next few days and get some feedback to you guys. All right. If you haven't posted to the discussion boards, you still have time to do that. Everything I'm looking at this in 4-week increments. So module 1 will want to be done, have all the work done by the end of module 1, which is 2 more weeks from now. Okay, guys. Um, if you haven't posted the work in the Google Drive folders that I shared with you, you can do that also. All right. Um, if you, I'm kind of curious about the drilling kits, gang. So the bookstore has problems getting the kits, and I'm wondering if anybody in this class does not have a kit yet. And if you don't, because we're going to totally be moving into large paper. So if you don't, I have some options for you. But apparently the bookstore should have the kits this week. Wednesday, maybe Thursday at the latest, all right? That's what I hear from my department chair, all right? So there's the discussion boards, the Google Drive folder, oh, and texting. You guys have my cell, 207-807-8525. You can text me anytime you want with images of what you're working on. Now, I know there's a couple of students that I'm a little bit behind on, and I will get to them. But when you text me and you let me know it's you, then I will respond right away and say, I give you a couple comments, right? I'll respond right away, give you a couple comments, and then say, I'm sending this to my computer, and I will send you a screen recording with more thoughts, right? That way I can move my cursor around or even draw on top of the image, all right? So there's those ways to get feedback going back and forth, all right? The discussion boards, I'd like them to see them become discussions, more thorough with discussions as we go through the semester, right? When we get into the negative shape drawings right here, we'll want to expand that discussion boards, how we're talking about the work, throwing ideas back and forth. Totally in the perspective, totally in the still life drawing, landscape, portraiture, and final project. Yeah, we want to have like really good discussion boards going, all right, guys? So I'm going to leave that up to you, but I'm going to keep pestering you about it if I don't see it happening. That. Now, we're heading into negative shape drawings, right? And this is somewhat of a complicated assignment. It has its challenges, right? But it's also has an aspect to it that's really a lot of fun. So I'm going to come in closer on this and then walk you through just where to start in the negative shapes and where you want to end up, and then what you do inside of these shapes with value, texture, and pattern. All right? So give me a second here. I hope everybody has had a wonderful weekend. Well, I want to be as gentle as doing this as possible. All right? There. Let's zoom in a little bit to there. What had it? There. All right. So, when you go about drawing your negative shape, you're drawing the shapes. You're concentrating on these shapes in between the physical object, all right? So you need a starting spot. So let's say I want to start up in here with that shape down and through there, down into there. You don't have to draw the shape all at once. While you go, make sure you have this curve right. Make sure you have the length of this right, what you're seeing it, right? And then get one side. So you're concentrating along the edge of that chord, right? And you get down in here and you get that in there. I might stop there and then jump over to the other side of the chord and concentrate on getting the other side of the chord to get that thickness. You don't draw anything inside that chord. Nothing. That little seam there, you don't draw that. You leave it white, okay? So you go from that shape, then you go into this shape over in here, right? By maybe picking up on this and then into here and then down and through here and here, right? You even go on the outside of here, right? And then you go up in here or maybe in here. Now bounce things off, like bounce off that area there into that area there when you start that, okay? Make those connections so that you get these relationships as close as possible. When you feel like you're done and you're set, then you got one done, and the first sheet is 4 drawings on one sheet, right? So there's like 7.5 by 11 somewhere in there. So you do all four drawings. Now you can do crop in here. You could go like, let's just draw that right there. Right now you could draw that, or you could draw that down in there, right? So now there's 3, okay? And you also can do a different perspective, guys, right, from it. So what happens if you come like over here? Your shapes are going to change, right? And something interesting might happen, all right? So there you have the shapes going, right? So when you, whoops, sorry about that. When you get done those first 4 drawings, leave the one you feel is the most interesting as a line drawing. And in the other 3 drawings, you use a combination of graphite bar, and eraser, then willow, charcoal pencil, and eraser, and then compressed in charcoal pencil maybe, or willow and charcoal pencil. It's in the guidelines, so follow those. Now, you want to expand your mark making vocabulary by what you do in these negative shapes. So if you have 3, 6 drawings due with value, texture, pattern inside these shapes, and you do the same thing over and over and over and over again, you're not expanding your mark making vocabulary, right? That makes sense, right? So look at the examples I set up. Look at the videos that I made. Look at those and see, especially the one where I really work through setting up the drawing in the beginning, right? Where you're looking over my shoulder. Watch those videos, guys. I want you guys to really build your skill sets and knowledge base in here in terms of how to work through drawing, as well as how to make a really nice drawing, right? You believe that. I think that's about it for now, right? So, the discussion boards and Google Drive folders today, right? And tonight you'll be hearing from me. I'm not going to shut anything down for the first module that's open throughout the first 4 weeks. We had maybe a rough start of the semester. I don't know. I just want to say, like, let's have fun with our drawings, all right, guys? Have fun with these. See where you go by what you describe in the negative shapes. All right, guys? Talk to you later, and I'll see you in Video Land. Bye.